no culture will last forever and fit the bill perfectly. Now, this statement was something that triggered a lot of thoughts in my mind, and I wanted to know from the author कि जिसने लिखा है, what was that person thinking? Why did you write this, and what do you mean by this? So, can we start our conversation with that?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Prashant. I think we are every day, we talk about organization, we talk about processes, we talk about what we would be doing, but the core remains as, people. So we are every day interacting with people. And when we talk about people, we interact more with the emotional side, their requirements, their environment, what they expect from the organization, how they can deliver, why there are variations. And culture is nothing but what we build for them in the system where they can comfortably exist as their self and contribute to the goal that we have defined for organization and the individual. So when we talk about culture, I used to hear a lot from people, you should join that company because culture is great. Whenever you will talk about Tata, everybody would say culture is really great. I am not contradicting that. Obviously, it has a great culture, but is it same for each individual? I mean, is everybody saying the same thing? Probably for few organizations where the foundation is very strong, values, core values are very strong, few people may say, or maybe most of the people may say. But in my viewpoint, I would say that culture changes every single day. Uh, and not everybody in a system can claim that this is a set of culture or this is the culture of my organization. And that's the reason that statement that at pace with which things are changing every day, when we are talking about people emotion, everything around us is changing. How can we then claim that the byproduct of the same remains constant? So when purpose is changing, when processes are changing, when people and their requirement are changing, obviously the culture has to evolve with every passing day, and that's the core of it. That sometimes, our perception is that culture is defined by the organization. A holistic approach is always there attached to it, wherein for a lot of people, like you were giving cab example, for a lot of people, individual can define the culture for them, right? We spoke about that, where a manager who treats his or her employee differently. So one person comes and says that, extend my maternity leave for 6 more months. And if manager says, yeah, don't worry, extend it. Once you are back, we will have a better role for you in the system. So don't worry, just be relaxed, focus on your family. For that individual, the manager has created the entire culture. Anybody who would check how's the organization, that individual will say, oh, amazing culture, you should join the organization. But let's not forget the point that that individual logically is talking only about his or her manager. And wherein a person who comes and says that I want to go to Goa, for 2 days, and I just want leave, and that manager, same manager would say, you are needed here. Maybe you can postpone your trip. Same individual during coffee break may say it's not worth working for this organization because people, they just don't give priorities to our preferences. So again, same individual defining the culture on the basis of what manager role. So culture is a very vast term. Probably we try and put it in a very simpler term, saying that if a company has great value system, it will automatically have great culture, wherein it varies because of individuals and every process that exists in the system.